how do you prepare that standout CV? How do you prepare that killer CV so that when you apply for a trainee job or that internship, you are able to be shortlisted so that you're able to get into that shortlist. So welcome to this two-part video whereby I want to give you some insights uh, on how to prepare your CV, make it competitive so that you're able to stand out. Welcome. So if we start first of all by uh, looking at what should be the sections in your CV. These are the sections that I advise that you should try to capture in your CV. Let's see them each part one by one. We start with the part one. Uh, we discuss each of these items in your CV. We can start with the header. So this is what you put on top of your page one of your CV. I've seen most guys write the word there on top, CV or a resume. So instead of just writing on top their resume or curriculum vitae, you can be creative and try to customize your own header using your mailing address on top, your name, your postal address, your contact information, that is your cell phone, uh, email address, and then if you have other professional accounts that you have joined, like if you have a LinkedIn profile or a Twitter account which is professional, you can have it here below your contact information. Something to note here is that you want to come out professional, so get a professional handle for your account. Get also a professional email so that you come out as a professional. Okay, that's the header. You can try customize your own like that, for example. And then just after your header, you can have a section, you can call it capability statement. Now, in this section, you want to introduce yourself briefly, who you are as a professional. This is just an example I'm giving you here. Like, for example, I'd want to introduce myself as an expert. I don't give a line. I don't a given career path, like a tutor, I'm an economist, I'm an analyst, like that. And then as you coin your statement, you want to come out like an expert. So you say you're a skilled, you're a proficient, you're an expert in this. That is when you have already experienced or you have some experience along a given career path. You can have a capability statement. But for beginners, those who are searching for internships and job entry positions, you can substitute these with a career objective, whereby you just give a statement saying that you want to gain experience and expertise along given this line. Maybe you can say, I want to gain employment with an institution that exposes me to data analysis, uh, project management, etc., etc. So a career objective can do also for beginners. And then right after this, you can have now your personal information, or sometimes called biodata. Now, as a person, who are you? When were you born? What's your gender? You speak which languages? What is your nationality? And where do you come from? I've seen those firms giving out internship. They would want to offer internship also to at county levels, or ensure that they balance between regions. So it's also good to put your county of birth or your home county. Add also about your status, marital status, and the region. So this is just information to say who you are as a person. Again, to stand out, you can also stand out in this section. If you have taught yourself some extra languages, maybe you can speak an extra language. Most guys will put here Swahili and English. So if you know another language like French, Spanish, you can put it here, and can act as an added advantage. And also for languages, it's good to mention your user level or your proficiency. Are you an expert in this language, or you're just a basic user? It's good to mention your proficiency in the languages. And then something to note, and personal information, you don't want to give too much private information, like your identity number, your place of residence, the names of family members. At this stage of application, this information can still be private. You can provide these maybe after you are successful in the application. So that is personal information. Right after personal information, you can have your academic qualifications or simply your academic journey. Starting the current, I'm assuming that we are doing this for guys who are still in school. They want to search for internships. So you start with the current year, mention the program you are studying, the university you are in, and the progress you made. Maybe in your third year. So just mention these. And then after that, you can mention your secondary education. Where did you attend it and what was the qualification? After that, mention the primary education. Where did you attend it and what were the qualification? If you have others, like others have got O levels, A levels, mention all that in this part. That is your academic qualification. The academic qualification does not communicate your full potential as a person. It's good to have this here, but you need to know that your academia or your progress academically does not communicate your full potential, because universities and colleges, they want to mold graduates who are well-rounded, that apart from your classroom activities, you can also participate and engage with other stakeholders like the community. You can connect with other experts and the like. So that is why you also need to have some sections, many of these, to show the full picture of who you are as a person, apart from your academic qualification. So the next part I would advise you put is prior work experience. So these are must because it shows that you are trying to gain experience along a given career path. So when you take breaks, I know that most universities will teach you 2 semesters and a long break. When you go for this long break, try to get some experience, some short-term contract jobs like clerks, administrators, analysis, trainee, and so that you can have something to put in your CV. So I'm giving some examples here. For example, you can mention you have done some graduate trainee teacher, you are a trainee in data analysis. So mention the position, the time you did this, and also the company which offered you this position. Also, don't fail to mention the responsibilities you did in those positions in that time. So have as many as possible as you have done them in that section. And then after here, also put your professional courses and skills. Remember that you want to stand out as an expert along a given career path. So we assume that you have taken a given career path and you want to be certified by other experts in that profession. So identify in your course you are studying, what are the courses, or we can take as professional courses. Like, for example, those in statistics and data analysis, you can have some certificate in data analytic, programming, coding, So mention these, and see the language, you want to come out as an expert. So say that you have a certificate in this area, and then apart from mentioning the certificate, mention what you're able to do with that certificate or qualification. See what I'm saying here? Like I'm proficient in this and this. I'm skillful in this and this program. I'm an expert in this area. So you are presenting yourself as an expert because you've gained these qualifications. So you are certified, you are chartered, you have a certificate along to support your claim here. And also mention what you're able to do with the knowledge gained here. That is professional courses. And then after these, we want to add other sections, which I want us to discuss in our section 2. In part 2, I want to advise you how can include your participation in seminars, your associations membership, your achievements and awards, your engagement in the community, your hobbies and interests, and also the referees towards the end. So thank you for watching part 1. Let me see you in part 2 of this video. We see how you can revamp your CV so that you're able to stand out and be competitive in your applications. So see you in part 2. Thank you.